Welcome back to the PSNtv Coaches Show. I'm Brian Stanley. With me is your head coach of the Mission Prep Royals, David Schuster. Coach, how you doing?
Doing great.
How's life on campus? I heard you guys had a fire drill.
Yeah, just kind of normal execution and do what we do with the fire drill, and the kids are doing great. Good energy on campus today. We had a gospel assembly, so a lot of good things.
My question is, did you show them how to stop, drop, and roll?
No, everyone just walked outside, and we called Smokey the Bear. So
Okay, Smokey the Bear came in. Well, Coach, let's move on and talk some real business today. Let's talk some football. And your Mission Prep Royals improving to 2-1 with an 18-15 victory over the tough Aptos Mariners. And that all kicked off with a 54-yard Chase Untall rushing touchdown on first touch, just taking it to the barn in the second quarter. And then Drew Harrigan capped off with two touchdowns, a 37-yard touchdown and a 28-yard touchdown. And that was all within, I'll say, 6 plays, including the extra point and the kickoff from that touchdown, from the first Drew Harrigan touchdown. Coach, talk about this game and how tight-knit it was all 4 quarters.
yeah, I mean, I think it's been well documented that how we feel about Aptos and the intense level of preparation that goes into dealing with a team like that, and how hard it is to defend them. Very few teams have had success defending that offense, and I felt like our defense did just an incredible job. They were warriors all night. They executed the game plan very, very well. They had 2 drives where they kind of got some things on us, and as the game wears on, and your eyes just get in the backfield for 1 or 2 plays, and they get 20 yards on something. I felt like for 89 to 90% of the night, our defense had great discipline, had great eyes, and just put extreme pressure on Aptos. And then, our offense continues to each week get better and better. The offensive line, I felt, did a tremendously was tremendously improved. I felt like our running backs played hard, they ran hard, they blocked hard. The receivers on the perimeter blocked very well. Very proud of them. Thomas continues to get just a little bit better every week, and so our offense once again did just enough to win the game and kind of control the game. We're not blowing people out, but we certainly feel like we're walking off the field going, our kids feel good and fresh. And you can see across the way, a lot of kids are just walking off on the other side, just going like, that was a lot more than I expected it would be. So I was deeply proud of the team. I was deeply proud of the program. Even JV, JV lost, but they got massively better from 2 weeks ago. So I felt like it was just a great night all around.
And Coach, I don't want to leave out Ronnie Kardashian, who had the interception on what could have been potentially a game-tying or a game-winning drive for Aptos in the final moments of the fourth quarter. And Ronnie Kardashian coming up big with that interception to close out the game for you.
Ronnie did a great job on defense, and he continues to come up with big plays and big moments. He's just got that personality. We felt kind of going into that drive with 57 seconds left. The comment was kind of made like, hey, whatever happens, we did exactly what we wanted to, which is if you make Aptos throw, you're probably in a good spot. And we're up by 3 with 57 seconds left, and they got to go 60 yards to win, or 80 yards to win. And so, especially with our DBs and the speed that we have on defense, just kind of felt at that point like we're in total control of this, and we just need to go make a play. So to see Ronnie go kind of assert himself and make that play in such a dramatic fashion, it was special on the sideline. It was a celebration, but just felt like that was a culmination of a hard week's work, and the kids did a great job. I'm very proud of them.
And Coach, I want to touch back on that six, what I call the 6 play possession for Mission Prep, including the failed conversion and the kickoff. That series, you have the 37-yard Drew Harrigan touchdown. You missed the 2-point conversion to try to get it back to a 7-point game. You kick the ball off, and their guy just can't control the bounce, and it ends up back in your hands. What is the energy like through the coaching staff, through the sidelines right now?
Well, we really liked the offensive series that scored the first touchdown. We liked the way the ball was moving on that drive. Felt like Thomas had made a couple of really nice plays there. And then we ran our little speed option play there on the perimeter. We felt like that was a great look, and that Chase had scored on a big play earlier, then Drew scored on a big play, and it just kind of felt like, okay, we've got a few things going on offense, and so that was exciting to see that. And then as soon as the ball bounced our way on kickoff, the feeling on the sideline was kind of like, this has just been par for the course this year. The ball, um, you know, all the teams we've faced this year so far have turned the ball over frequently. And it just kind of is like that. It was a very, it was exciting, but I think everyone just sort of felt like, yep, that's just kind of how this year is going to be. Like, this is, the ball's bouncing our way a little bit, um, and it just kind of felt like, let's go take over the game. And you can kind of sense it. Like, we had scored quickly on offense on the drive earlier, and we felt like we had something working on offense at that point. We had a couple plays that were starting to hit, and um, so it just kind of felt like, yep, we're gonna take control of the game right now. So it was exciting, and again, it was great because we kept possession, and it continued to put extreme pressure on Aptos to have to respond and have to deliver, and they did a couple drives later, and or a drive later, I think, but it just was it kept us in control and command of the game. So.
And that brings us to our Farmers Insurance agent, Jennifer White, player of the game. We announced it after the game on Friday, and we just want to reiterate his performance, and that's senior captain Drew Harrigan finished with 201 yards, 2 touchdowns, his second 100-yard rushing game of the season, Coach.
I mean, Drew's a warrior, and it really felt like he had a great game at Bishop Diego, and we were asking a lot of him, kind of on both sides of the ball there. And then same thing again this week. He was doing, him and Armin Clayton were kind of trading off at their position this week, and the physical demand that it takes to carry the ball 33 times, I think, is what he carried, plus play defense. And we're not, that's not a long-term plan for us, but for a couple of these games, we've just felt like we needed to get Drew on the field as much as possible. So he's got a Warriors mentality. He's trained his body in a way that can handle that type of that type of intensity and that type of physicality. And I'm very thankful and excited to see him have a senior year that's worthy of the work that he's put in. So.
And that comes up to our next topic, Coach, and that is our Mountain League opener. And my first question is, Coach, how does it benefit your squad this season, not only to open your season at home, but to be able to open league at home? And we're opening league at home against the Santa Ynez Pirates.
You always want to be at home. It's always fun when you're at home. The energy is special. The game day logistics are, it's easier, to be honest. You have a routine. That routine is very important, or at least it's important to us. And so those things are consistent. You can kind of get into a rhythm. There's a weekly and daily expectation when it comes to your academics and the communications with your teachers, the time that you're out of class, the time that you're in the law, like just kind of the way the whole week flows. it's not necessarily the fact that you're at home, it's the whole week combined that really makes it just a little bit easier. It's a little bit smoother, and there's less variables that get thrown out there that can kind of cause chaos. So plus, the more we can play in Spanos Stadium, the happier we are. So um, the fact that we get to do it on a Thursday night, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. And then the following week as well with Napomo, that's back to back. There are three games in a row at home, and just we're thankful for the opportunity and love playing in that stadium.
Yeah, let's break down the game now. It is Thursday night. It's at Spanos Stadium. It's going to be Mustang Memorial Field inside Alex G. Spanos Stadium, and it's going to be against the Santa Ynez Pirates, who are coming in 2-1 in preseason. They're coached by head coach Josh McClurg in his 12th season. And again, this game is tomorrow, Thursday, September 14th. Kickoff 7 p.m. right here on PSNtv. And Coach, let's talk about the yardage this team has put up so far this year, coming in with a total of 1,325 yards, 779 yards passing. That's combined passing, with 650 yards coming by way of sophomore quarterback Jude Pritchard.
Yeah, they're an explosive offense, and they love to push the ball deep. They've got some deep targets. Quarterback, I think he's a sophomore, but he can definitely spin it. It looks good coming out of his hand. It's fast. It's pretty accurate, and he loves chucking it deep. And he's got some big weapons to throw it deep. And so it's going to be a unique challenge coming off of 2 straight weeks of Bishop Diego and Aptos, and those are 2 very specific types of football, very smash mouth, and you got a lot to deal with there up front. And now it's going to be a very spread out attack, and they're still very effective running the football too, because they stress everybody with the formations, and they find different ways to expose some things. So and last year when we played them, it was, it came down to the last play. And so we kind of expect that to be a very similar type of situation this year. I think it'll be highly competitive. Coach McClurg is a coach I greatly respect. I think he does a great job with his program. His kids are always scrappy. They have kind of a brawler's mentality that I certainly appreciate. They get after it. They're coached hard. They're coached well, and we expect this to be a big energy game and a lot of big shots kind of going both ways, and so I'm certainly excited about it. I think there's going to be a lot of fun things going on in this game, I have a feeling.
Yeah, and sophomore quarterback Jude Pritchard, 650 yards, 8 touchdowns. His targets are 3 senior wide receivers, Nicky Vaca, Dalton Beard, and Vince Casey. And then on the ground, they have a weapon, senior running back Dallas DeForest, 358 yards rushing, averaging 11.5 yards a carry. That is a big man carrying that ball if he's pushing the ball that far each time he gets the rock.
Yeah, running back is he's impressive to watch, man. He's got a burst, and he looks like a little bit of the spark plug for that offense. They got the big play receivers on the outside, Beard and the other kids that they can athletically separate and do some nice things for sure. But the quarterback, I think, does a great job of kind of setting everybody up and getting the ball to the right spot. And the running back is someone that we've identified as someone we really got to make sure we limit his night, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And how does your defense pair up against this explosive offense that McClurg brings to Spanos Stadium? Who do you see being a benefactor, or not a benefactor, excuse me, being a playmaker within this defense against the Pirates on Thursday night?
I won't go into crazy specifics. I'll just say that I think that the way our defense has played ball, I'm real excited about. I think they've shown a great tenacity. They've shown a real physicality. And I do think Connor Lopez, kind of overseeing everything and really kind of being the field general, he's done a remarkable job. He's athletically doing some very special things. And he's in every single game we've played, Connor has really he's displayed on a consistent basis an ability to physically take over the game. And I do think that's going to stay the same. He's, I don't know that we're going to stop Santa Ynez and everything because, again, their offense is very good. They stretch the ball all over the place. But if we're having success, it's going to probably because Connor's doing some really nice things on the field. And then that's carrying throughout the rest of the defense. And so, those are going to be pretty big indicators for us. I'm excited to see what the defense looks like against a very different type of offense. We've shown we can stand toe to toe with people who love to run the football, and now this is going to be a test to see if we can actually if we can stop the pass, and we can keep people from doing what they want to do in the pass game. Then that's going to be an indicator to me that this might be one of those very, very special type of defenses. So. But that's a big task this week with this offense. So, we're excited to see what it looks like. And I think if Connor's having success, then we're probably having success as a team.
Appreciate that, Coach. And if you made it this far, why don't you hit that like and subscribe button on our YouTube channel, PSNtv, Prep Sports Networks officially, and follow us on the X, the official former Twitter channels. I'm Stanley on sports. I'm Brian Stanley. Coach David Schuster is Coach_D Schuster. And Mission Prep Football, MCP Football, and follow Prep Sports Networks on the X, the Prep SN. Next coach's show is going to be next Wednesday, the September 20th. And don't forget our kickoff tomorrow night, Thursday, right here on PSNtv, September 14th. Live inside Mustang Memorial Field, Alex Spano Stadium on PSNtv. Santa Ynez Pirates at the Mission Prep Royals Mountain League opener. I'm Brian Stanley. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Any final words?
No, see everybody there.
Have a good day.